Guys, good to see y'all again somewhat. So big news coming out of College Board today. I'm making just one video for Friday, March 20th, because essentially at this point we need to cease making new notes because we've covered the material that's required. So let's kind of talk about real quick, what is College Board doing with the test. So in light of the coronavirus and the fact that many schools will not be going back to school or not in a timely fashion or be able to finish what they've covered thus far, they are deciding to condense all AP subjects into smaller tests. They are saying that every single test now will be 45 minutes. It'll be online administered and secure. They talked about language like they're going to have checkers, whatever you submit for writing, to make sure that it's not copied from something else. So that's the important thing to understand, that it's going to be online. If it says it's going to be online available to do it on your phone or a laptop or tablet, whatever the case is. If you do not have those items, I would suggest emailing Miss Henry immediately, because Miss Henry is the one who is the AP coordinator for the high school. So erica.henry@zacharyschools.org, and let her know that you might need access to a laptop come test time. As right now, they're saying they're going to give you 2 test dates to take the test at some point. I imagine both versions are different. So if you missed the first one, you can't ask somebody else who took it what's on it, because I'm sure it'll be different. But you'll have to take one of the 2 test dates. They have not released when the test dates are. The first, they're going to release all the information on April 3rd. So you have until April 3rd to kind of figure out what's going on. Now, I imagine what they're trying to do is do it early or sooner rather than later, because they don't want to wait to a point where you forget so much of the information you acquired. So I don't know if there's going to be May. It might still have a May date, but I would imagine it's probably going to be one in April. But I don't know what it is yet. But we at least now will know it's after April 3rd. But what that means is that you have to review and study. You cannot just go in there with what you have in your head right now. So what we're going to do is transitioning beginning next week to review mode, and just looking at the periods you need to cover for this test that you're going to face. So what they revealed for AP, I'll just give you both for both classes. What they revealed for AP U.S. History, they're going to test you on anything from units 1 through 7, which is everything from the 1490s, meaning like Columbus, all the way up until the end of World War II. So basically, everything that we covered in Unit 11, Cold War and beyond, is not going to be necessary any longer. So periods 8 and 9 are 1945 to present, and those periods will not be covered on this new shortened version test. For AP European History, we just finished covering what we needed to cover for it. It will not incorporate any of period 4. So it says units 1 through 7. Units 1 through 7 are everything from 1450 until 1914. So basically everything from Renaissance until the outbreak of World War I. But we briefly began Unit 12 this week with going over the unit notes for World War I. Everything after that will not be included. So for everybody listening to this video, how can you start preparing? My number one suggestion is to go out and get Princeton review books. There's the $20 version, which is like 2 practice tests and review material. Then there's like the more expensive one. I don't know how much it costs, but it's multiple practice tests. I would just get the $20 version, and that should be fine, just because it has review material in it. I can put review material out to you, but you want to get as much review material as possible. So since you have the next few weeks to kind of get ready, and you have nothing else going on besides AP classes now, because essentially everything else is dead in the water as far as we can tell, I would highly suggest going out and getting an AP exam book for my class, any other AP classes you have, and just really start crunching down on that review. On my Moodle pages for both Euro and for AP US History, at the very top I have a review packets folder. If you go in the review packets folder, you'll see some review packets you can start reviewing with immediately, which was what we're going to start working on next week. So you want to start doing the review packets as much as possible. College Board is also posting some review links. They're going to start having teachers go online and start teaching review stuff as well to better prepare you. They're going to have some review material that you can access. I'm going to try to post links to all this on the Moodle page for everybody to have access to. But I will begin to keep trying to get you review as much as I can until we know these test dates and when they're going to be. If I'm not giving you something you want, please email me, let me know, and so I can get it for you. But the biggest thing you need to start concentrating on now, moving beyond March 20th, is start going over review. Start looking at old unit notes, start looking over old unit tests, all of which are posted to Moodle right now. Look over unit tests, look over all material, key concepts. European history knows this a lot better because I lean on those a lot more in European history. But AP U.S. history, if you go to College Board's website, or it's on my middle page too, College Board website, you go to the course description guidebook. In the course description guidebook for both APUSH and Euro, there are what's called key concepts. I showed you all this at the beginning of the year, but a lot of you forgot. The questions themselves can only come from what's in the key concepts. So that's something to be aware of. So don't try to go deep down what you need to learn. Review the principal review material that I have on my Moodle page. Go to the review packets, but also if you want to review stuff from College Board, only review things that are in the key concepts that they've posted. The other big news that's come out, and I should probably put this at the very beginning, is that this will now only be a written test. There will be no multiple choice at all in this test for any of the AP exams. So it's all written. So I highly advise you to also go back and look at your rubrics and also look at the short answer format as well too. Remember, when you write detail, give acts, names, events, anything you can to get as much specificity as possible to the reader, because they don't know what you learned. So please write with detail, give examples, historical examples, but the only way you're going to get that is by going back and reviewing, which is very imperative at this point. So I just want to wish you good luck. Take this serious. They're giving you opportunity to not lose what you earned. You have most of your class covered this year with material. They want to give you the credit, and you sure going to get full credit if you take this test seriously. But don't go into this test because you only get one shot. Take this test one time and not review anything, and then you're going to not end up getting a good score. So please start reviewing material as soon as possible. I'll start putting more things out. If you have any questions, email me at ryan.southall@zacharyschools.org. Thank you, guys. I hope you're having a good quarantine time. Good luck to you all, and Godspeed on the test.